Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we're going to get our last man standing reward, which, if you saw the last video, I'm not very happy about last man standing. I think Cat Daddy needs to do better, I think the cooldowns need to stop, I think the crashing needs to stop, and I think Cat Daddy really needs to make a better version of the game. They really need to be held accountable for the mistakes. But moving on, we're going to get our reward for Last Man Standing. We're also going to do our Pro Battle Pass Alexa Bliss and see what the Pro animation looks like for that. And of course, our Pro Seth freaking Rollins. You can see that this Seth Rollins doesn't have his 20 variants, but you don't need to max out your variants. All you need to do is get your 100 matches, your level 100, and then the variants can be whatever, because when we Pro them, all that's going to add to is the number of variants that the Pro has instead. So, that's what we're going to go for. So let's start by getting our Pro Alexa Bliss. And I believe this is currently the strongest female in the game. And there we go, so the animation is more that she just swings on the little rope swing that she has there. We still haven't seen Alexa Bliss join the White Six yet. One thing that does surprise me is that the little left arrow goes with her. Like, I thought the left arrow would just stick here in the background, but no, it's that is swinging alongside Alexa Bliss. That's very interesting. And now we'll get the Pro Seth freaking Rollins. I'm probably going to use the title one, but let's Pro with the ref shirt, since that is the one that he comes with. And there we go, that's what the Pro animation looks like. Not an awful lot of difference there. I think the background might be a little bit more active, and even then I'm not entirely sure. Got a little bit of shine on the guitar, and that is it. That's what our Seth freaking Rollins looks like. We're going to go into trainable now. And we're going to make sure that we lock these down. You can see there that the variant there now is 8 of 20, and the variant here is 2 of 5. That is because we pro'd them with some variants. If we had got both Seth Rollins 20 of 20, this would be at 10 of 20 instead of 8. But that is all the variants do before you pro them. Now let's go in and grab our big old Odyssey Jones, the newest member of... Well, he's not really a member of the New Day. He's more in alliance with the New Day. He's not an official member just yet. But let's go ahead. There we go. Our final reward was 8,363. So let's go ahead and claim that. And there we go. I'm going to screenshot that. There we go. We've got our big Odyssey Jones himself there. And we're going to make sure that's locked down. He's a left arrow. Now let's see here. We're at 8,363. We would have got more points if the game hadn't have crashed twice on us and then frozen. I'm not sure if we would have made it into the top 7,900 to get the next higher reward. But it is still annoying that I put the effort in, I put the credits in, and it didn't give me the reward. It didn't give me the points because of Cat Daddy's crashing and then freezing at the end of it. Crashed twice and froze within a space of 10 minutes, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad to say the least. That it crashes twice and freezes. Okay, so let's level up our Odyssey Jones here. We'll see just how strong he becomes. Of course, we did get the portrait pack as well. There's a few different images for big old Odyssey Jones here. I think I'm more inclined to go for the portrait pack version. So that's the one we're going to stick with. And we're just going to max level using this F3 Fusion Enigma Becky Lynch. And so there we go. Just going to screenshot that as well in case that's the one we want to go for. So, from weakest to strongest, he has 2,738 in speed, 3,166 in charisma, 3,278 in toughness, and 3,542 in power. Now, of course, that's all going to increase when we get the 100 matches and we finish off all of his variants as well. But for the time being, let's just see whereabouts he sits in our current male ranking. So there he is. He is just weaker than the Pro Enigma Rey Mysterio, and he's just a little bit stronger than the Enigma Doink that we got. So hopefully once he gets his matches done and he gets his 100, his 10 variants, his 100 matches, he will be a little bit higher. He should be higher ranked than the likes of The Rock and such. I suspect he should also be higher than some of the F1s, like the Rey Mysterio and such up here. As an event card, he should be higher than the SE Logan Paul. I'm not sure if he's going to be quite as high as the Fortified 2 M. Bison, and he definitely won't be as strong as the Braun Breaker, and Rowdy Piper is, I think, the strongest card in the game at the moment. So, I mean, you can just see, there's the stat difference. Now, Rowdy Piper does have Invincible on him, but everything here is currently over 4,000. Toughness wouldn't be over 4,000, but the Charisma is like on 5,000, and yet with Odyssey Jones, his weakest stat is under 3,000, 2,700, and his highest stat is 3,500. So he's not quite as good as some of the other cards that you can get. Let's see if we can train up our Seth Rollins and our Alexa Bliss as well. Okay, we've got a Cody that is in the middle of becoming a Fortified 1. So let's see if we can help him along just now. I do have some draft picks, so we'll use that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these. And we'll go to trainable. Let's see what we can do here. Five hours remaining. I think it might take a little bit more than what we currently have here. Okay, that changed to 4 hours. So I'm going to go and take a quick look. I think we're going to use one of these train ups. Actually, I feel a train up is like too much. Let's just go ahead and once we get a draft reset, that should help. Okay, there we've got a SummerSlam card. Okay, so we're going to take those as well. Now there's Joaquin Wilde. Did about 20 minutes. Okay, we've got 2 hours 40 minutes left. So we should be able to get this from just using these cards here. There we go, that's enough to complete it. That's what we're looking for. And the reason we wanted to do that was because we want to get our Alexa Bliss and our Seth freaking Rollins both done as easily as possible. So let's start with Alexa Bliss. So this does a percentage, I think it's something like 20%. So that is like the opening fifth. But if we were to get her up to like level 50, then it would give us significantly less of the training from there. So that is why we wanted to do that. So let's go ahead and start with Asuka. And this might be enough. It is. There it is complete. And next up we're going to do Seth Rollins. I'm also going to change Seth Rollins' image back to the title image, which is all the way back from season 2, I think. I don't think it's season 1, but that is a little bit nicer, I think. Okay, so that brings us up to level 18. 71. 87. Let's go for this. Goes up to level 91. And still has 2 hours to go. Again, I think all of these would be too much. Yeah, I don't really want to go wasting those. So instead we'll go back to the draft board and get the remaining 6 picks from this. Okay, we are going to dust these because these cards aren't going to be enough. But with a rarity draft pick, for pull from this, as long as it's not something we need, it's probably going to be enough to finish off the Seth Rollins. So let's go for this one here. Okay, WrestleMania 40 road case. We're not going to dust it, instead we're going to feed that through Seth Rollins. And he is complete. And we're going to put the training on Alexa Bliss. So let's take a look at our new cards. And there we can see the comparison of them. So you can see there with 0 matches and 0 variants, Odyssey Jones has 3,542 in power, 3,278 in toughness, 2,738 in speed, and 3,166 in charisma. Our pro Seth freaking Rollins has 3,387 in power, 3,375 in toughness, 3,925 in speed, and 3,656 in charisma. So he is significantly better than our Odyssey Jones. He does have 8 of the 20 variants, but I'm not sure if that is the defining part. I think this Seth Rollins is going to end up being stronger than our event Odyssey Jones. And Alexa Bliss has much higher stats here. So from weakest to highest, 3,357 in toughness, 3,397 in charisma, 3,620 in power, and that's higher than Odyssey Jones's most powerful stat, which is his power. But she has 4,008 in speed. She does have 2 over 5 variants once again, but that is without any matches, and she doesn't have any momentum or any equipment on her as well. So that Alexa Bliss is going to be absolutely ginormous. And of course, she does have the Supercard Championship for the remainder of this Battle Pass, which is for the next 6 days and 20 hours. So there we go, folks. That is it for this little video. Once again, if you are not happy with Last Man Standing, do make sure to make your voices heard by Cat Daddy. Don't just stick with it. Don't just stand there and not do anything and allow someone else to do something about it, because otherwise nothing will ever get done. It has to be the voices of everyone, not just the Grand Cat Grand Fleet, but everyone who is a fan of WWE Supercard. If you're not happy with Last Man Standing, you need to let Cat Daddy know about it so that they know that they need to fix it. Because if only 3 or 4 people complain, Cat Daddy are just going to ignore you. But if we complain in the hundreds, if we complain in the thousands, then Cat Daddy will absolutely begin to listen. That is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.